Assalamu alaikum, welcome to SAT practice. Today we're going to do some question about ratio and proportion. So let's start with the first question. So what is the ratio of 2 feet 3 inch to 2 yard? So first thing we need to convert both units into similar unit measure. So we're going to convert both into inch. So we know that 1 foot is 12 inch and 1 yard is 3 feet. So 2 feet 3 inch is 2 times 12 plus 3, which is 24 plus 3, which is 27. And 2 yard is 2 times 3, which is 6 feet. And this is 6 times 12 because I want to convert to inch, so it's going to be 72 inch. So now the two measure are similar, have similar unit. So what we do now, we do the ratio. So we have 2 feet 3 inch to 2 yard, which is the same thing as 27 to 272 inch, which is 27 over 72. And if we simplify by dividing both sides by 9, I will have 3 over 8, and C is my answer. Next question. So the ratio of two number is 10. So the ratio of two number is 10. So I name those number x, y. And their difference is 18. So I will have x minus y is 18. Now, if I solve x in terms of y, so it's going to be 10y, by multiplying both sides by y. And what I do next, I substitute x by its new value, which is 10y. So it's going to be 10y minus y equal 18. Then I combine like terms, 9y equal 18 divided by 9. So y will be 2. And we know that 2 is the smallest. Why? Because x is 10 times 2, which is 20. So the answer is 2. Next question. So if the degree measure of two angles of an isosceles triangle are in the ratio 1 to 3. So if I have isosceles triangle, so try to draw it. It's more easier to see how to solve it. Alright, so this is an isosceles triangle. Isosceles triangle has two congruent base angle, and this is different than the base. So the ratio is 1 to 3. So 1 to 3, which means that I have one angle A, the second one is 3 times that A. So we know that the base of isosceles triangle has two congruent angle. So the question is, what is the degree measure of the largest angle if it's not the base? That means the largest angle is that one. So then this one will be my 3A and those will be my A. So we know that 3A plus A plus A is equal 180. The sum of the internal angle of a triangle is equal 180 degree. So now we have 5A is 180. So if I divide by 5, so I got A will be, so here it's going to be 3, 6, so it's going to be 36. So that means this measure is 36, this one is 36, but they ask for the largest, so I need to times this one by 3. So 3A will be 108. So the largest is 108 and E is my answer. Next question. So a jet use 80 gallons of fuel to fly 320 miles. So 80 gallon for 320 miles. So at this rate, how many gallons of fuel are needed to I need it for a 700-mile flight. So if I want to fly 700 mile, so how many gallon I need? So what I do here, I cross multiply this time this and this time this. So I got 8 times 700 equal 320 times x. Then I divide both sides by 320. So I will have x equals, so here I cancel this and I cancel this. This is going to be 4. So I will have 700 over 4. And I divide here by 4. So I get my x will be, so 7 we have 1. 3, so it's going to be 7 and 5. So it's going to be 175 gallon. So this is what we need. So the answer is E. Next question. So two boy can mow alone was entertain alone in 2 hour and a half. So if there are three boy join them. So here what's need to understand is like more we increase the number of boy, more the time should go down. So this is what we need to understand. So if I increase the number of boy, the time should go down. So, but let me explain to you how to deal with this type of question. So we know that each boy has a speed, but in this problem we assume all the boys have the same speed. That means the speed to mow the whole lawn is 1 over t because I have 1 and the time spent by a boy. So we know that two boys have twice the speed. So, but we know that the time spent by two boys is 2.5. If I have 5 boys, that means 5 with the same speed will spend 1 over t. But because we don't know how many time 5 boys spent, because here 3 boys join those 2 boys. That means I will become having 5 boys. So what I do here, I cross multiply, so I got 2 times 2.5 equal 1 over s, which is the speed of 1 boy. The same thing here, so we have 5 times t equal 1 over s, which is the speed of 1 boy. So I just switch the position of those two quantities, you see. I multiply by t divided by the speed of the boy. Multiply by 2.5 divided by speed of the boy. Look, those two are the same. That means those two must be equal. So I will have 2.2 times 2.5 equal 5 times t. So 2 times 2.5 is 5 equal 5t. If I divide by 5, so the time spent by 5 boy will be 1 hour. So A will be my choice. Next question. So a recipe required half pound of shortening and 14 ounces of flour. So half pound and ounce they don't have the same unit measure. So we know that 1 pound is 16 ounces. So I need to convert this. So that means half pound will be 8 ounces. So now I will have 8 ounces and it's 14 ounces flour. If the chef accidentally pour 21 ounces of flour, that means I will have 21 ounces of flour. So how many ounces on shortened we need? So I put X here. So again here I cross multiply. So I got 21 times 8 equal 14 times X. So divide both sides by 14. So I got 21 times 8 over 14 equal X. So here if I cancel here by 7 I get 2. This is going to be 3. And if I cancel here by 2, this will be 4. So X is 12. So the answer is 12. So you can still multiply divide by 14. So it's your choice. But this is my way how I evaluate using division and multiplication at the same times. All right, next question. So if we just cost, if W we just cost D dollar, so I have W we just cost D dollar. So then at this rate, how many dollar will 2000 we just cost? So if I have 2000 X, again I cross multiply. So I got XW equals 2000 D divided by W to get X. So X will be 2000 D over W. So 2000 D over W is C. So C is my answer. For number 8, so we have a system of equation here. So Z is not equal 0. So I have X plus 2Y minus Z equal 1. And we have 3X minus 2Y minus 8Z equal minus 1. And they ask me to find out the ratio X to Z, which means X over Z. So here I have two systems. I have an equation which is two equations and three unknown. So, but you see here, this is positive, this is negative. So when they ask from the question here, if they want the ratio, that means they don't want to know what is x and what is z. You see, from the question, they don't want to know what is x, what is z. So they don't ask for x and they don't ask for z. What they ask is for the ratio. Do I need to know the x and z to find the ratio? No, I don't need to. So what I do here, I try to eliminate the z, the y. So here we have plus and this is minus, the coefficients are the same, so what I do, I add. So here it's going to give me 4x, this is cancel out, here it's going to give me minus 9z, and 1 minus 1 becomes 0. Then what I do next, I add 9z both sides. So I got 4x equal 9z. So I want x over z, so what I do, I cross multiply. So I got x over z equal 9 over 4, and E is my answer. You see, we find out the ratio without even knowing what's the value of x and what's the value of z. Next question. So if a sprinter takes 30 steps in 9 seconds, so we have 30 steps in 9 seconds. So how many steps does it take in 54 seconds? So I got 54 and steps, I have x steps. Again, what I do here, I cross multiply this time this and this time this. So I got 30 times 54 equal 9x. Divide both sides by 9. So x will be 30 times 54 over 9. So I cancel here, this is 6. 6 times 30 is 180. So I need, it's going to take 180 steps. D is my answer. Last question. So here we have 5x equals 6y. So what is the ratio x to y? X to y is x over y. Again, I cross multiply. So I got x over y equals 6 over 5. So 6 over 5, which is the same thing as 6 to 5. So D is my answer. So this is all about this set of practice. So thank you for watching the video. And please, if you have any comment about my way of teaching, so please do so. It will help me improve my way of teaching and the way that I present the concept to you guys. Thank you for watching the video and Assalamu alaikum.